aspect.
Here we go.
I think the Lulu pick is huge actually, because right now with the Mad Lions team comp, it's really hard to actually ever get onto the Jinx, and when they finally do, the Lulu is the appealing. Now, obviously, they have a good amount of engage, but
thus far, Marcoon farming up the jungle, Alyoya putting pressure on the lanes. Both of these teams looking for their opportunity. I think Mads was talking about Kaiser on that pike, and we saw roaming mid. And Finn uses the skull timing flawlessly. The bear trap on a rope does land. No, it doesn't! It just flashes forward though. And now Armor's running for his life. One more hit will just about do it. Skull is still alive. Finn running, gets the chop. And Finn for first blood. The fight's not done yet. It's in the bottom lane. Alyoya and Rika, they found Mickey. He's flashless from that earlier gank. And the bone skewer sends him to the fountain. Mad Lions start to back away.
But that was 4 members all the way down the bot lane. The TP is coming in from Kled, and Marcoon is there.
Well, here comes the devastating charge onto Alyoya. Rika's the next target. And just as Mad pick up their first kill, they lose 2. They're going to lose more. Unforgiven and Kaiser, they're caught out, but XL aren't flanked. They're not pushing this aggressively.
You're stuck between a Lulu and a Victor. I don't know how deadly that is. Because you could turn on the Lulu.
Oh, the bone skewer manages to pull the kill back there. Mickey drops for the second time. Nukeduck will find one of his own at the end of it.
Well played. I'm going to give this 100% to Nukeduck. He holds his flash because he knows Alyoya doesn't have his to flash stun him, so the only thing that can hit him is the taunt, and then he saves the rest. I'm going to save the rest because Armut.
It's one word, charge! Finn and Marcoon take down Armut, and they'll get themselves some plates as well. 1,300 gold lead in favor of XL. It does look like Mad Lions will be just sneak this dragon away. The first of the game. But I want to...
a lot of people in general being critical of the Mad Lions, and it is true. When you're the back-to-back champion, when for an entire year you dominated, clutch factor than ease of execution that XL has.
Well, let's see if Kaiser can make that clutch happen. Going to lock down Nukeduck, and 3 members pick up the third kill. That was, and that's what Mad Lions needs to do a whole lot more. You talked about Alyoya was ahead. Well, now Unforgiven is as well. It's got the Gale Force, puts a lot of damage down to Patrick, who flashes away from the Moonlight Vigil. Patrick has got the Super Mega Death Rocket. Will it land on Unforgiven?
Yes,
he's got a flash available to him. Zap! Rocket! Dead! What an outplay!
These dragons, you can start stacking the dragons because when it comes to later on fights, you know that you possess the better 5 versus 5, the better front to back, and that already a bunch of your carries are actually fed to that.
So let's look a little forward into the future. If Mad Lions want to play for that dragon game, play for the soul. Correction, XL.
Victor, on the other hand, is.
Yeah, Nukeduck has got the flash available to him. Teleport also committed here from the Mad Lions. No one from XL making their move yet. That's the flash from Nukeduck. Rika's under the tower. Armut steps forward as well. 4th member shows up. Nukeduck is still just long enough for Pyke to pick up the final blow. Unforgiven's left alone inside the jungle, and Patrick gets his second. So trade 1 for 1.
Look on the map. Yes, they're gonna get the tier 1 bot, but what is XL gonna take in their advantage? They're taking tier 2 top lane with all the experience and gold that comes from the sort of thing. More importantly, tier 1 mid is so important to open up this tower. We've talked about this so many times. It opens up all the vision on the sides of the jungle. And sure, Mad is gonna take tier 2 bot lane as well, but all in all, the trade goes in favor of XL here.
Yeah, of course, with this comp that they've got to initiate game has played out. XL do feel like they're in command. Mickey's got his flash available. Patrick has put the Flame Chompers down. Kaiser will be able to pick up the kill, but Patrick gets it in return. The rest of the mid-river. Armut is going to be able to pull Finn towards him. Patrick, his flash is available. Bone Skewer won't find a target, but the Flame Chompers do. While Finn and Armut trade blows 1 for 1. Unforgiven will be the next taken down by the Super Mega Death Rocket. Rika's now running for his life. XL just
hit there. He can also split push. Your core 4-man is just so strong at engaging and disengaging that they just catch Mad off guard. Mad are trying to pull the play. And what did we say? We said Kaiser rather than grouping up, because when you group up, XL are superior here. And obviously, they can choose to go 1 and 4, leave the Kled on the side versus Armut's Aatrox. They know he beats him 1 versus 1. And they also know that XL beats Mad at this point 4 versus 4. I think maybe even 4 versus 5.
I think so too. When you look at Patrick's item difference, fully completed Infinity Edge.
I mean, I don't think, three item Jinx is not going to melt through this Aatrox.
It's completely outclassing Unforgiven's ability to deal damage. Up in the top lane as well. 2.5 items completed is now Unforgiven. Can't even get out of the fear. He's just squashed under the hoof of Marcoon. Now all of a sudden, Mad Lions have to try defend their inhibitor turret, but they're
going for
nowhere near.
Finn. They're going for Finn, but they could actually lose the game here. There's 2 waves pushing in with Baron. So yes, their target was Finn, but they can't actually let XL push through the entire base.
Fantastic from XL. They get the inhibitor, they turn their attention to the mid lane, and frankly, disappointing from the Mad Lions. They pulled out the Aatrox, the Pike. It is not working. Mad Lions came into this game on a 4-game losing streak, and they're definitely looking like they're going to lose once more. There's the charge! Going to connect onto Rika. He's still got the flash to safety, doesn't need it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like your attention here. Look at the huge wave that Finn built up in the top lane before he had to respect that they couldn't see Mad members. He built up the top lane wave. What can Mad Lions do to get back into this game?
I only do that when I think there is some sort of tenable answer.
Because I was about to say go next here.
Some sort of tenable answer. But I will ask a question. Do you think this draft diff is now Rika's going to get run down? We'll talk about it once the game ends, as Marcoon is then going to devastating charge away. Patrick continues to use that minigun onto Alyoya, and Armwood is killed by Marcoon 14 times. Mad Lions have died this game. The Bone Skewer does land to Nuke Tech, but he's going to go golden, stays alive just long enough to watch Alyoya die. As he pops back up, gets away for now, and the towers are starting to fall. XL outclass, outshine, and take down the Mad Lions, avenging their Week 3 loss. XL defeat Mad.
Thumbs up from me as well. XL had a very easy to execute composition. They take down the Mad Lions. And honestly, you know what?
A lot of options in for Astralis, and after a last second switch, it'll be the Olaf into
the one and only.
Gnar. Now, what do you make of the Team BDS composition when we look at it? This is fired through the wall. Kobe stepping forward with that zap, zap, zap. Looking for the right click as well, trying to pull Limit forward, and Limit does step forward. Zenith Blade into the Shield of Daybreak. And Limit will just about go down, but Synchrov's making his way in. It's now a 2v3, and Astralis a little low. Summoning Hill has been used. Swing, swing, swing. Helicopter Synchro does not have the damage today. It's the second for Astralis, but will Xmati get excited? Now slammed in the face by Zenzara. Kobe turns it back around, and one more shot. He gets all 3! He gets all 3!
Didn't touch Xmati. You're missing on auto attack damage right there, Kobe.
Oh, manages to get pulled backwards by the dredge line. Xmati will put the Flame Chompers down. I don't think they actually found the bite. Doesn't matter. That's the 4th kill before feels that way. I mean,
something 15.
BDS are on the hunt once more. Promise Q finds the Zenith Blade onto Limit, and Zenzara won't be backed up by Dayor, but it's 1,600 gold at 6 minutes. Limit just goes on a little bit of a wander round.
And Limit is definitely not the champion you want to shut down. He doesn't really care to pull off a dive. You're taking a bunch of platings back onto Kobe. What they don't know is that Synchrov's around the corner.
Well, down Sword of Shadows is available for Synchro. Holds onto the trigger. Super Mega Death Rocket goes wide. Zenzara stays alive for now, and Promise Q will be the next target. He's managing to waddle his way to safety. Flashes out of the dredge line, and nobody falls in the fight.
Oh, you know what's gonna fall though? Mid lane turret platings for Nuclear Int that has been farming this entire time unbothered. So much gold going to him. Synchro is still holding on to his ultimate, which means that BDS can actually push under that tower and maybe even get some kills.
There's a devastating charge, still holding on to the ultimate. Copy right clicks, gets the zap, 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 turns his attention to Limit. Matty and Synchro just run away. It ends up being a trade 1-for-1.
Ooh, I don't like it.
Yes, I think Nuclear has been a beneficiary of mid lane plates every time Dayor is left.
Ooh, oh, beautiful Limit.
Yeah, nicely done. The dredge line pulls him back onto the Chompers, and that is just another kill for BDS. This will unlock the tower, though.
Just to be very clear, I think the tower was going to be unlocked anyway together with the Dragon, because White Knight doesn't have TP available to join them, and Promiscu is yet again in trouble, but...
Oh, a lot of damage coming out from Kobe. He's going to lose his support as Promiscu falls. The dredge line's going to be flashed away from it. Xmati, Super Mega Death Rock, not even needed. He picks up his 6th of the game, 6-0-2. It's not over yet as Dayor is now being jumped on by Nuclear Int. He's being chased by the Chaos Storm, and I think he's got enough speed to waddle away.
Yeah, end of that sword.
And of course, you talked about the comp that from the side of Astralis, the 4-1 let White Knight push a side lane or not is an option. Synchro will get locked inside the pit. I'm not quite sure what he was doing. White Knight and Zenzara trying to run him down. The Onslaught of Shadows will be available in just a moment, but he's crushed. I have no idea what that was. Nuclear Int is making his way up as well. This will be a 4-man stack.
They want to defend. They're pulling TPs. They're pulling in all TPs.
Oh, BDS are being flanked by Astralis. White Knight gnaws into Matty, and that is a gigantic shutdown for Kobe. Zanzara flies forward onto Syncroft, and he's taken out as well. Astralis with a fantastic punish.
Oh, very, very, very well played. White Knight coming in with a full item right there. I think Dayer outplayed that TP as well, because Syncroft was waiting right there for him to land to fear him away, but he flashes it, and Zanzara wants more blood.
Yeah, he's still got the Cataclysm. There's going to be a flash away from Nuclear Int, and the Promise Q does not miss. Manages to pick up the final hit, as now Limit is stuck underneath the tower. And Team BDS, they frankly hung around way too long in the top lane.
But
Limit
wait, there's
will be
more.
able to at least pull one back before he's shut down.
It's coming, it's
Super
coming.
Mega Rocket hits, picture-in-picture. Observers are popping off. But just like that, the gold shrinks. It's now negligible, and Astralis showed that they can punish BDS's aggression.
Absolutely. Also, Adam takes the mid lane. Limit cannot walk forward, and I think Dayer right there played it perfectly to zone out members of BDS enemy territory and start making plays with that Hecarim and the Olaf.
Yeah, and following that fight, BDS just pushed that gold lead back. They were 1,000 down, now it's 2,000. And I think
BDS playing beautiful macro right here, pushing in top, putting a referral mid lane like we mentioned, and now they can create 2 points of pressure and move into the Dragon Pit.
that's going to be the 4th tower falling in the middle lane, the 5th tower in the top lane. Promiscu flashes over the wall. Now they're going to sneak away this dragon as well. They push the tower's top, force Astralis to reply, and then with that open space, go back into
carry. Xmati, he has more consistent damage that Kobe has onto that Zeri. Kobe needs to hit his Q. They found Xmati. He has flash.
Wow, Xmati's going to flash away, roots down Zanzara, didn't even get the Cataclysm off, but Promiscu plus Kobe pick up the kill. Teleports now into the middle lane as Promiscu gets taken out by a laser, ends up trading support for support.
Hordes from BDS right behind that Baron pit. So even if you
Teleport's
want...
not available for Nuclear Int. White Knight has his. Promiscu
Again.
shuts out the solar flare. But once again, find Xmati. The dive bomb combo, and now Adam is left alone, high and dry, but he's got a lot of damage, and Dayo forced to flash before White Knight shuts him down.
Now they have to fear Syncroft though. He has his might, he has his ultimate available. Promiscu needs to stop the pony from getting in.
Well, there's Promiscu getting over the wall, no solar flare. Needs to try and lock down Syncroft. 5,000 hit points on Baron, Limit. Spider-Man's to the wall.
Oh,
3,000 hit points
take the
on
50,
Baron. Syncroft is going to burger flip. They're going to flip it. All of a sudden, they turn their attention to Limit. He's taken out. Astralis get another kill. 3,000 hit points. Super Mega Deathrocker comes forward. Zanzara's forced away. No, it really didn't. But I think praise to BDS for playing the side lanes well. And once again, we're going to set up for a face-to-face fight. Nuclear Int almost obliterates Zanzara. He may just jump in, drop the Cataclysm, and die. That's exactly what happens. Daniel jumps forward with a Shadow Surge and is melted by Nuclear Int.
They do not find the target, which is Xmati. They overstep their boundaries and they end up getting punished. One by one, jumping in with very low HP bars. You see that the trade does go to the side of...
Pushed further and further back, and now with Baron, 5k gold lead. Item advantage going through the roof. That's the 5th tower secured. Astralis on the verge of being knocked out from playoffs. I think both of these teams, I think it'll look ahead to the next 4 games they play and consider being heartbreakers for everyone else, especially because Astralis did surprisingly pick up 2 wins. And right now they're going to defend against Baron-empowered minions. Syncroft pushes mid and drops down bottom.
Yeah, they do go as a 4-man unit right now. I would like to see someone on the side pressuring yet another wave, because this is only 1 point of pressure, and Astralis, if they find the right engage, they could delete someone instantly because they're playing underneath the tower.
Now or never, now or never, now or never. Astralis, pull the trigger, pull the trigger.
It's a never.
You need to find the targets, you need to lock them in the Cataclysm. Astralis not going to do it. Instead, they'll just watch their inhibitor.
6,000 difference here. It's not that much if Astralis find again their target, which they have done twice in a row.
Yeah, they have. I do think Xmati was a bit surprised, but all credit to Astralis. And I think in comparison to Astralis, BDS's last few games,
is it going to be the
elements of control,
White Knight coming
elements of
behind them.
dominance. That's a big engage coming out of Dale. White Knight's looking for the gnaw. Will find it, but not the stun. Takes down Xmati. Now he's trying to pull the stop the ways around. Syncroft's running inside the base. 4 members of BDS down, 2 from Astralis. They find the fight on their second inhibitor.
Get him, he gets the slow,
He gets it. Nicely done there by Kobe. They find another kill.
It's going to be a problem because Hextech Soul is very, very, very important and very dangerous to have in your opponent's hands.
If they lose this game,
they're giving up
they
inhibitor.
are out of playoffs.
They're giving
Adam
up
is
inhibitor.
inside the base. He does have teleport if he wants to join the fight. 3,000 hit points, 2,000 on Baron. Is it going to be secured? All of a sudden, the fight is now turning onto White Knight. He's taken down. The kill is secured by Xmati once more. Baron is picked up by Zanzara, but he's going to lose his support as Promiscu falls.
Disaster!
Super minions are on the inhibitor, and then blast go backwards. Zanzara will get taken down in just a moment as Syncroft is now being focused up by Kobe. It's a fight on two fronts. Kobe cannot get the kills just yet. Super Mega Deathlock not fight just yet. Oh, it's the flash over the wall and Kobe tries to make it work. Kobe tries so hard and ultimately does not work out. Theo is now defending the Nexus turret alone against 3 impending members. Nuclear Ant already hitting, and look at the minimap. The rest of BDS pushing in. Theo will just about blow up as the golden Nuclear Ant stands tall and proud. BDS take down Astralis, eliminating them from playoffs. And for BDS, it was a hard-fought win. It was a challenging game. But I do think I'm happy with some of the progression for the
One
BDS.
game where no one expected him, and in the bot side, in the top side jungle from the red side,
Exactly.
he destroyed everyone.
Now, can Gen X do that again today against Team Vitality, and maybe twice? Because
Level 2, he will have his flash available, but Selfmade here might as well put the nail in the coffin from very early on.
there's a gigantic minion wave.
Ooh,
Gen X is going to be able to
that was a
step
good trade.
forward. A lot of damage on Telfari already. Powder Keg is dropped down. Selfmade's now going to get jumped on. Knock up from Gen X. Flash forward. Dash out. First blood.
Wait, Gen X. Crucially, Gen X did not lose his flash, so on a repeat gank, he could potentially use that. But Gilius in the mid lane.
Well, he's going to try get revenge. Certus will slow Perks, force his flash out. That's the Rampage
want
step
him.
1. Rampage step 2. Certus gets the kill, and Gilius gets the assist. We'll celebrate that in just a moment.
Look at top lane, what's happening again? Gen X has a huge wave and he needs to shove it.
Gen X
He
uses
used
his
his
flash
flash.
already. Selfmade replies with one of his own. 3-talent strike will just get the knock up, puts the chains down, pulls Selfmade backwards, and Gen X is
I'm gonna pull the entire team up from SK Gaming because I'm like, okay, Treat is heading towards the top side of the map, but look where the wave is for the bot side of the map. Aphelios cannot step forward, Selfmade can't step forward either.
Yeah, really nicely done there from SK. Selfmade caught.
Take the 2.5 platings, drop the Rift, take the entire map, right? But because the whole wave just got completely decimated by Alphari's ultimate, that slowed them down, giving probably in turn to Vitality that first tower down the bot lane. 5 tower platings to Kazi, the entire first tower. They grab the dragon as well because they have most members down the bot side of the map. So there was a really nice use of the cannon barrage to delay and give more gold to his carry.
But fortunately, because SK were first on the Herald, once that next mini wave makes its way up, they will get a tower reply
Sort of
back.
the map. But guess what else they have? They have a Guardian Angel in the likes of Vitality Perks, his ultimate. So since SK put 2 members at the tops of the map, Gilius has his ultimate still available here. Oh, the 3 man!
The onslaught of shadows obliterates Vitality. Jesu steps forward, Gilius gets the final hit, and Perks is now running for his life. Forced to flash and use the ulti. That's a sidestep from Treats on the Super Mega Death. A little bit more, but that was just a fantastic collapse.
In all this madness towards the tops of the map, Jesu wants to 1v1.
Oh, that's so much damage. Jesu flashes for his life, heals as well.
Doesn't have the right
Yeah, no,
guns.
Purple Green is not greated to Jinx, but Kazi is in enemy territory. Where's the rest of SK? Can they shut him down? I think the answer will be yes.
Take the wave, Kazi. Grab as much CS and gold as you can, because the second the rest of SK members are there, you are going down. I don't think he's going to give much assist here, though. It's just going to be a kill to Treats, and it's not the worst.
Devastating charge does so much work. Alphari flashless, still 2 levels up on Gen X. This time around, looks like it'll be a little bit easier. Gen X and Gilius are running him down. Kill secure will once again go to Gilius. 3-0.
You don't walk in there.
Good call. Well spotted. I think I just wanted the bloodshed.
You're like, fight, fight, fight.
Their strategy better. If Alphari can win the war of attrition and just keep pushing side lanes
like that.
until SK lose their Nexus, that is one of the most clear paths to victory that you can see.
Oh, the
and
TP.
SK are demonstrating their path to victory. Engage, stomp, kill. They managed to pop the ultimate from Perks already. Selfmade is now running for his life in the river. Devour by some time, and the flash will put Kazi closer to his tower. Selfmade not taken out just yet, and Kazi may turn it back around. Super Mega Deathlock not going to find it. So it just takes him down. The first kill of the
You're
fight.
leaving alone Alphari in the mid lane. He's going to be able to clear the wave. He has cannon barrage if he has to resort to that. But on the other side of the map, another tower is going to go down for Vitality. They have claimed
He's just
that...
pushing forward with the rest of the squad. Treats quickness is available, no flash. Onslaught of Shadows catches onto 3, the knock up onto 2 as well. But now Gilius is running back out away from the fight. Alphari drops a cannon barrage, and Kazi is flashing for his life. So much damage from Jesu, but he gets turned back around on. He's taken out by Alphari, and all of a sudden SK, they've lost 1. So close to getting the kills, but Vitality win the fight.
No, they didn't lose 1. They lost the 1. They lost their hyper carry, which means it's going to get so much more difficult. Gilius has no way in because he used his ultimate. And we talked about Vitality's composition. They're so good at
By the way, Alphari is nearly going to Flame Horizon Genex. He's 3 levels up already. And Vitality secure their 4th tower of the game. 2.5
wave, and then Vitality are looking to go towards the Baron area. What does that mean? That means that SK has to push through the mid lane to try and get anything done, but Alphari is flanking, and Selfmade is also flanking.
Selfmade is indeed, and that's a lot of damage onto Gilius. He's not pulled the trigger for the ulti, waiting for Genex, waiting for Jezu. Now Selfmade's running away. No flash, no Crescent Guard. Kicked backwards with a devastating charge. Selfmade may not be used, but he is. Chrono Shift has now been used. Jezu remains untouched, but so is Kazi. Kazi's looking for Genex. That's a flash forward. He gets the 1, gets the 2. The Devour buys enough time to keep Kazi alive. To interrupt the retreat for now. So much speed with that Time Warp. And now, because Vitality were able to pull SK away from the Baron, they have pressure in the mid lane.
They left him alone with Demolish and Hullbreaker. He takes the tower in literally 3 auto attacks.
And really, really well played. I was going to say that I think SK demonstrated a high proficiency in the early game in terms of moving around the map, in terms of matching Vitality. But as the map widened and opened, is Vitality running circles around SK. The soul is
90% slow coming in from the Zillion. Alphari is bullying him on a side lane. And now Vitality, because they have the numbers advantage, they start in the Baron, and because they're so good at peeling back, this is their bread and butter in the pit.
No ultimate for Gilius, 7,500 hit points inside the pit. Treats will arrive late to the party. No ult either. Vitality peel away, but SK are somewhat split. The Moonlight Vigil comes down, Jezu blows up Labrov, but they need Kazi, they need Selfmade. Kazi gets away, he's pushing into SK's jungle. The rocket goes in between the uprights. Jezu gets away from those rockets himself, and the kill secured by SK, and now they've swapped sides. Don't run into death. Gilius stepping forward, face checking, gets slowed by the Time Walk, gets stunned in place, and is taken out by Selfmade. Treats is still available.
You just cannot follow Vitality. The zoomies, the peel. We talked about it's just so difficult to follow them. They just have so much. And what SK doesn't have is a jungler. This is illegal. This is illegal.
He's got flash, got teleport. Alphari's pulled SK away. SK is now split up as well, and Selfmade's found himself a Jezu. Flashes over the wall, followed by Selfmade. 3 talent strike, plus the help of Perks. Easily secured there, and Vitality flirted with defeat for a moment as they'll turn their attention over to Treats. And as soon as SK are scattered, Vitality crush them down. Now they do lose Selfmade in the process. You should just run at 1/4 speed and look at how different things could be. And also that's slow. Time Warp, the Zillion E is so powerful. Gilius on the Hecarim needs so much. And you can see the control.
He has no ult, he has no ult.
I mean, Gilius is just literally... Okay, Vitality looking very good today, right? 6 and 7 in the standings. They've got control of this game. They're making a move towards playoffs.
And that level 1 from Alphari has opened up completely the map from them. He took that lead legitimately 1 minute into the game, and he just ran away with it. And now, of course, Vitality, with the Baron buff available to them, they're just barging in.
It's a beautiful demonstration of how to play the map. And I think you do have to celebrate SK's early game. Their base is being torn apart right now, trying to deal with the super minions. Remember, the reactive composition of Vitality is so good, despite the knockups. Genex, Certus, Jezu, they can't get past the front line. Selfmade and Alphari have held SK back, put their hands on their forehead, and said, you won't hit me. They secure the kill onto Gilius, and Certus is trying to fire those lasers. I am ridiculously impressed with how SK approached the early stages of this game. And I think
and I am ridiculously impressed that the big names of Vitality are stepping up and playing this clean macro-based League of Legends where they're playing the map.
They've got
Genex as well. They've got Genex on the flank.
Teleport coming in. He's going to be late though. Jezu and Certus already being pushed back. Certus Treats now looking towards Kazi. Genex can jump in. Gilius has got the Onslaught of Shadows available to him, and Vitality seem lined up. 1, 2, 3. Caught, knocked up as well. That's a shutdown onto Kazi. SK Gaming have got the damage dealer, but now Selfmade is running amok. Genex may lose the fight, forced to go golden as all of a sudden Perks is slowing down the SK attack. That's another kill now secured as Genex. That drops, and Selfmade was able to fend off 3. Alphari's powder kegs melting the hit points. Alphari's now being jumped on by Jezu, and Selfmade once again the target. He gets devoured by Labrov, stays alive long enough until he loses Labrov in the fight. Literally everybody's going to die. Alphari's the last man standing for Vitality. Jezu and Treats, do they fancy a shot?
Look at the base.
The super minions of the Nexus.
Look at the base.
The Winions. Oh my word. Vitality don't mind losing the fight because their super minions will win the game. Alphari stepping all the way forward. We literally have a picture-in-picture for the minions. Oh my word.
Alphari.
Vitality PvE their way
to a win.
Woo! Alphari starteth, Alphari endeth here. Oh my word!
Fnatic the burden of trying to play the entire map at once.
Very possible. Now, I'm really looking forward to seeing this jungle matchup in particular. I mean, I guess that's kind of
Surprise.
obvious. I'm a little biased. I'm a jungle player, but
The level 5 Diana.
Well, Hylissang's flashing forward. He's always willing to take the fight. Destiny comes in as well, and Razzle will secure the Infernal. Stolen away, Upset coming in for a fight. Rogue may have to back away. He'll use preemptively. Shockwave hits 2, the hook connects as well. Upset has to open up with the shotguns, but first blood goes over to Comp. Flash away as Upset looks to try and survive. He gets one in response. Malrang now low. Humanoid stepping forward, no mana on him, but a double for Upset. Fnatic stole away the dragon, take 2 kills to boot, and now Larsen's being forced away. All this time, Comp is just free.
Yeah.
Down towards the bottom side. Look at his gold. He's 400 gold ahead right now. He's going to get another plate. That will get him a little bit more. Odoamne's overstepped a bit here, though, and will flash away. Collateral damage. Able to keep him alive. The smoke screen. Stopping the auto attack out of Razork saves Odoamne's life.
That is really good from Odo, though, in mid here.
Trimpy wasn't quite on the right page in terms of location of the shockwave. Oh, that's not, no.
Well,
No, Observer,
no.
stop baiting us. Stop it.
So, the thing, though, that we are looking at here is that Comp has pretty much got all this gold solo.
Yeah.
And when you look at the top side, right, you actually had 3 people sharing that gold a little bit more. I'm not going to lie, I'm slightly infatuated with Upset and Hilly. I think they're insane. But that is not what I wanted to see from Hilly there.
That's the other side of Hilly. So with the Destiny coming in, the Crescent Guard will keep Malrang alive for a second, but not for long enough. It's 1-for-1 traded. Trimby, though, caught out, is going to try and get away. Will escape. Thick Skin's still there. Humanoid, heal. Won't be able to get in range. The flash out
The
of
big thing for me to talk about is actually the dragons.
Yeah.
Because one of the big problems that I see when you get these split push compositions that you get forced to fight early when you don't want to. A lot of that comes down to dragons, right? Especially when you start to look towards Soul coming through and all that good. We're actually going to hold on to this because Wonder's in trouble.
Chase is on. Wonder's going to flash away. Flash in by Malrang. Trimby was going in the opposite direction. Knocked back. Wonder changes into ranged form, but he's still in melee range of Rogue. See, Humanoid was trying to come across to help his top laner, but couldn't get there in time.
I mean, just a nice timing window there from Malrang, right? He knows that you actually don't have the Destiny available on Humanoid, so they go to make that deep play in the opposite side, and it's just unfortunate for Wonder, right? They knew that they were trying to trade cross-map. He's like, look, I'll back away, I'll stop myself from dying, but ends up getting caught out as he tries to finish off the Gromp, and it means that Rogue now keeping up on towers when it comes to those sides, and you got that quick kill for yourself as well.
I mean, this is kind of how we expected this game to go, though,
Yeah.
Dagday. Look at it. 14
It's
minutes.
so hard to deal with.
That's why he's gone for the Gale Force here as well, just trying to give himself a little bit of extra safety. Humanoid locks in the Everfrost. Shockwave hits only onto Hylissang. Malrang dives over the wall. Doesn't have the flash to get away, but comes when he killed him. Moonfall on the backline. Trimby gobbles up Orianna. Larsen's able to stay safe. Trimby will fall. Stopwatch popped. Destiny going forward as quick kills coming in here for Fnatic. Top lane tier 2 for Fnatic will extend their gold lead. Humanoid just needs that blue card and one more auto. 600 gold in his back pocket as well. Been very active.
So it's really cool to kind of see these guys now playing alongside veterans like Wonder, Upset, Hylissang, and popping off.
Yeah, Malrang's going to have to pop the Crescent Guard here. He thought he could steal away the red buff, but all that is stolen is his life from in front of his eyes. I'm pretty sure Malrang can't see that. That's just a spectator client thing, so he wouldn't have had awareness of that anyway. Rift Tower put down in the mid lane, will charge forward, get that mid lane tower down, and Fnatic have begun to... Actually looks like Hex Gates coming in here from Upset as they chase forward. Larsen spotted on a ward originally. Hylissang here as well. Will flash forward. Depth charge onto Larsen. Malrang now on the wrong side of this fight. Rooted up, and that's his 5th death of the game. Fnatic.
And there was nothing that you could really see from Malrang setting up, right? He hasn't really been able to get into a lane, as I say that.
Hylissang going forward. Moonfall's going to land. Trimby, though, with a good devour. He will fall. Larsen, though, look for some damage. Still has the Shockwave. Odoamne forced away. Shockwave lands onto 2, but look at the damage coming out from Wonder. He chases in. Hits one auto onto Odoamne. Can't flashing forward. Can't, well, flashing away.
It's team fights, but all I want to do is just create pressure on the map that Rogue have to respond to so we can then group and look for.
In about a minute's time.
And it becomes even harder for Rogue to try and find these fights if this Hex Texo goes across. Slows on the auto attack.
Vigil dodge back. Larsen stepping in. Malrang going forward as well. Has the ball on him. There's a blast cone for Odoamne. He wants to get into the back of that fight, but look at the damage onto Larsen. Humanoid once again, the front line. Odoamne stepping in. Blast cones away. Hextech down to about 3,000. Malrang dives onto the back. Razzle's on to killing spree though, and he takes 2 out. Comp has to try and survive, but he can do nothing as the Destiny finds him. Larssen exhausted, Fnatic rout Rogue in the bottom side river. They claim the soul, they claim 5 kills, and they lose nothing for it.
And they can even turn over towards the Baron as well. Fnatic are outpacing Rogue every step of the way, and they say, screw it, we don't care about the Baron, we can look at the base instead.
Tick, tick, time's up. It's unspeakable violence from Fnatic once again. And the team that has developed across the course of spring now look like the strongest team in the league. They are challenging Rogue for that first place, unwilling to settle for second. Fnatic clean up the kills, and they will take their 10th win of spring.
And with that, Fnatic locking themselves in for playoffs as well. And what a way to do it. That was complete control.
And now Misfits are looking for their mid laner. Akali will be the lock for VTO.
And Tryndamere coming through on the opposite side. So, I mean, you've got strong split push coming through for G2 with Broken Blade on that top side. And you've got push bot in lane. You've got push in mid. You're getting damage done to Neon. Like, you just can't really fight back here. Zlatan, great early game from G2.
Neon here trying to trade back onto Targamas, who did land a bone skewer, but Jankos actually going for another invade here. Neon has to try and get away from this one. Mercer just tanks it up. Oh, that's not what you want to do. This is so good for G2. Jankos forcing Zlatan away. He does still have the flash and will escape, but it's just disaster all over the map for Misfits underneath that turret.
Yeah, G2 though still, I mean, you're not losing a huge amount for this. The wave still hasn't been crashed in mid, so Caps is just going to roam back and get that. Broken Blade now behind Heroes.
He has the Undying range, can just pop that ultimate. He's a very angry man in that top lane, and he brings it down into his own jungle. Rift Herald available here as Hirit is forced underneath his tower by Broken Blade, who has that ultimate once again. Jankos just doesn't want Zlatan to enjoy this game of League of Legends. Caps on the roam, needlework from Hirit, but Broken Blade once again unkillable under his tower. Here it falls for the second.
Get some plays down to the bot lane, but with VTO in the position that he's in, he's just getting shoved in constantly. He can't move, and Targamas is looking for more.
But look at where Caps is as well. Final chapter comes out, but the book is all but written on this game. 2 more kills, one to Caps.
He can at any point in time, as he saw, go top as well, make sure that Broken Blade's fine, Kirit's dead.
Yep.
And now they're going to take the tower, and then they'll start to move forward from that. You don't even need Jankos in this equation. This is just the lanes and the advantages that these picks have, and especially when you're on red side for Misfits,
it's really paid off for G2 so far in this game. Now, it's not all over and done, but when the enemy team has 30% of your gold on top, it is pretty all over and done. Zlatan trying to get away here, can't escape Jankos underneath the tower. Jankos will fall as VTO takes him down. 7-1 the score.
Having Broken Blade do his job for him against Zlatan.
I mean, here it's here as well. Can they? It's 3v1. Broken Blade, you got the ult. He has a big shutdown as well. 150 extra gold to anyone of them is able to kill him. Still hasn't popped the ultimate. Now he goes back in. And they're going to try and wait him out, but he is not quite in that situation.
Which doesn't bode well. However, G2, with the response that you have from Misfits on the top side, will get the bot lane turret, so at least the Jinx is getting ahead. Now they're turning over towards this dragon on the bottom side as well, so they are starting to compound this. And this is where all you want to do is try and like force Misfits into uncomfortable situations where at the mid game point, mid to late game, you gotta decide, do we deal with Broken Blade in the side lane where he's taking our tier 2s, tier 3s, or do we end up going for these dragon contests?
And Broken Blade actually deciding against going for Hullbreaker. Zlatan trading here onto Caps. Caps still has the ultimate. Crescent Guard comes out. Caps pops a stopwatch and decides to go back in. Spirit Rush forward. Zlatan, no Crescent Guard left. And with the charm, he will meet his maker. X marks the spot.
We have seen G2 against Misfits have these really big leads that nearly end up being tossed away. The very last time these two teams played. Okay.
Is it worth casting that?
I was probably not. I just didn't want to make this point while he's dying. It felt a little bit unfair. And as they take mid turret, but you know, they had a struggle against Misfits last time where Misfits nearly turned around. I will say it didn't feel as one-sided as this game, but I'm fishing for anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 10,000 gold lead at the 16-minute mark is pretty insurmountable. Yeah. If my solo queue teammates lost this lead, I think I would give up on League for a while. I'll be honest here. Neon trying to get away, he will dash all the way across.
Caps in a side lane, so we can always move in and get vision and look for that stall. But
oh no, Pepe Laffy doesn't know. He doesn't know! Oh, that's your Fed carry dying. Mercer.
It's a 2-for-1 deal.
Yep. Buy one, get one free, it seems, as those away. 5-1 now on the Viego. the catalyst for the early game, and now he's a catalyst as well as he takes down the Cat Yuumi. Jankos stepping forward onto Neon, who can just dash the wall, but with the rift held in the bottom. Yeah, that was really bad. I'll admit that was a bad one, but I mean, apparently there's more than one way to skin a cat, it seems. G2 have done it a few times this game so far. Rift held charging in. Sadly, no dancing Shelly this game. It will just be the inhibitor falling. I mean, I say that G2 might look for it, but it's only got 110 health left. There's the charm once again onto BTO, who is in the Twilight Shroud. Shelly gets one more charge in, and here it. By darn it! He is making sure that Misfits get one tower this game. He secures it in the top lane. For it, they lose 2 inhibitors, but at least they have their dignity.
I mean, sometimes it's a matter of pride, and that's all you're gonna have left, Misfits.
Is there pride in this sort of defeat? Misfits, of course, can fight back. A single win will take them to playoffs, and they're looking to try and get some kills back here. Caps forced low. Neon on the chase. VTO diving in as well, and G2, they got 2 inhibitors, but maybe they overchased. Broken Blade, though, having none of it as he dives back in. Exhausted, he will fall.
A nice boon, but I think with G2 coming back out onto the map, trying to defend mid and bot super creeps, plus the push on top, is going to be so
hard. Slams of his sword. Neon trying to defend here. Hydra helping him clear out the wave a little bit. Hook connects. Zap goes wide, so does the charm, but the Spirit Orb will still hit. Jankos stepping forward. Get excited. VTO dives in the final chapter. They're going to be able to take down one. Targus next on the menu as VTO takes him. Hit it. Forced onto the fountain by Broken Blade, but that Nexus Tower still remains. Misfits able to find 2 kills. They're looking for more. It's actually 3 as Broken Blade will go down as well. Caps being chased. The charm not quite hitting. Spectral Morph from Jankos gets the stun. VTO, though, healed up by this Yuumi. And G2, once again at the mercies of this Akali. They overstay, they overchase. Game over, says Mercer.
From all the summoner spells, the abilities that are being tossed his way, but now Targamas, you don't get this, but I mean, big bounty coming off of the Baron. The Baron gold itself coming through, and you've got a whole load of kills.
Neon could get caught here, Schlatten as well. Recall is going to come out from BCO. He gets back to base, but Neon caught a little bit. Caps could chase his Spirit Rush available for him. Targamas over the wall. A possibility. Everfoss for the slow. The hook connects, and now Mercer's trying to get his way out, but the charm will land as well. And Caps was having none of it. TP's in. VTO now tries to join the party. Dives onto Caps. Blackhead next up. Targamas with a good hook. Schlatten forced off by Broken Blade. VTO will take another. Hivit now diving in onto Blackhead. Jankos yet to join this fight. The needle works on Blackhead. Hex Drinker not enough to keep him alive. Hivit pops the stopwatch. Broken Blade has already used his ultimate. Hivit's trying to survive. The healing from Gwen is absurd, but not enough. And now Jankos and Broken Blade staring down. Super minions and a Nexus Tower. And their last inhibitor of the game. They don't need it. It's all on BTO. Can you defend? Jankos goes in. Jankos is immune. Broken Blade on the Nexus. VTO tries to get away, but the Heartbreaker will do exactly that. For any hopes the Misfits had of closing out this game. I say that as Broken Blade falls. Jankos dives away. He's dead. No. What?
That's drifted over towards Misfits. It's kind of insane. Like, we talked about Neon being out of the equation. He's at 2 items working up towards his Ruin's Hurricane.
It can be a little bit tricky for G2 to navigate this. Caps, charm. It's going to connect. Everfoss goes in as well. Broken Blade looking for the inhibitor instead. Actually looking for Schlatten here. Neon there as well. Broken Blade pops the Undying Rage. Hivit coming in. Schlatten will fall. Broken Blade still chasing in. He will go down as well. BTO on the flank now. Inhibitor still stands. Blackhead has to flash away. Hivit on the chase. Not today. Jankos steps in. Caps pushing in the bot lane. He's looking for an inhibitor of his own. Jankos now tries to get the Spectrum more forward, but a great cleanse from Neon keeps him alive. The Heartbreaker not enough. Misfits still. They are the ones pushing in.
And do you know what upsets me? Broken Blade went on to EU4. I was talking about all these mad Hullbreaker builds, but like maybe Hullbreaker failed. As the split went on, this guy started to have more pressure on the map, linking up with Schlatten, and now obviously on a Yuumi, it's a little bit of a different game plan.
Last Whisper Infinity Edge on him. 3 items as well on Jankos. He has the Chempunk Chainsword, but he is caught out, and even with the charm, what was? So the question is, can he stop them? BTO backs has TP to come back into this fight. Perhaps Broken Blade will overstep, thinking there's only one person there. Schlatten going in. It's Neon, Schlatten, and Mercer trying to put the damage down. Targamas stashing away. Blast cone away from flank. It counts as a flank. Broken Blade pops the Undying Rage, but away gets Hivit. And down goes Blackhead. Schlatten, unrelenting, unwilling to give this up. Everfoss in from Caps. He's going to Spirit Rush away, but can he escape? Not today, say Misfits. A final charm connects, but so does the Yuumi.
G2. Now they're turning towards the Baron. Jankos and Targamas, though, starting to move in. Can Jankos make the steal? Video's here. He has the ultimate. He can play keep away from Jankos and Targamas. They can't get on to the Baron. Misfits still in play, and Misfits will keep G2 away.
And the mental... Whoa, what? Jankos is dead! Jankos is dead! Not allowed to play the game. I said that 25 minutes ago about Zlatan. Now it's Jankos who is spending. They lost 3 inhibitors and they were unwilling to lose the game when they were counted out by you, by me, by their rightful spot in playoffs.
And as long as Misfits play this right, they should be okay. Hear it though, caught by Broken Blade.
Broken Blade has Surreal now realized. Stopwatch complete on Hear It. Broken Blade goes in, Spectral Moore lands the stun still. TP coming in, Jankos able to get a kill, but VTO was on his way. Neon chasing off Caps, Zlatan coming in for the shutdown as well. The final chapter finds his mark and Neon takes the kill. You can see Jankos behind enemy lines here. He's trying to catch the wave. He knows that they can't fight Misfits in the 4v4. Instead, he is trying to stop the wave coming in. And now he will back and he will rejoin with G2. Didn't actually get the wave. Now, minions pushing in. Flackered off towards the top side, trying to stop stuff from happening, trying to stop those minions from being an oncoming force for Misfits. But Misfits, they don't care about top lane. Charm comes in. G2, last chance defense for them. VTO low, healed up by the Yuumi. Super Mega Death Rocket does not live up to its name. The hook's gonna land though, and Zlatan will fall. VTO's got to do it all. Jankos goes in, possesses away Zlatan. Neon now on that front line. Targamas continues to step in with the hooks. VTO has the perfect execution back up and has the flash. 3v4 now. Misfits continue to force in. First Nexus Tower down. Hear It up in 1 second, has a TP, but Misfits will be willing to back away. They will not overforce as they saw G2 do in the past.
We've seen Misfits with the Nexus be their downfall. Already this split against G2. They don't want it to happen again, but now Neon might be caught with the TP from Caps.
Neon has flash, has cleanse. Can he get away? He dodges the charm. Pops away, has the GA, and here it's on his way as well. Caps has a flash, tries to get away. Needlewatt going in. Jankos stepping forward. Stopwatch from Caps. Here it maybe overstayed here. He's going to get charmed and he will fall. Super Mega Death Rocket goes wide. G2. Do you continue to fight? Because it's the sole point for you if you can find it. Misfits may just give it up. It's only Cloud Soul. You do not need to fight this if you are Misfits. Just remember only to let him survive for now, or maybe just unwilling to take the fight. Broken Blade a little bit pushed up, doesn't get slowed there, but the final chapter will come out. Broken Blade tries to turn it around, they exhaust immediately. He was rooted for a second there, Undying Rage. He's got a couple of seconds of invulnerability, but he ticks away. Broken Blade down now. G2 trying to call this Baron, trying to call Misfits up towards the top side of the map.
Misfits won't get there in time. You've got too much damage there on G2. The Viego, the Jinx, they're tearing it down. You can't get here in time. G2, they ended up trading Broken Blade for the Baron, and can they get out?
You might not get there in time as Misfits, but maybe you get there in time for the fight. G2 backing away, Zlatan pushing the mid lane, stop the ports. It's the call here for Misfits. VTO looking for the backline. Blackhead and Caps on top of each other. Stopwatch. Jankos going in with a Heartbreaker, Mercer there as well, and VTO is on a rampage. And VTO! What other way to carry your team to victory than this TP to the mid lane, my friend? Caps will push in, but here it can chase him down. And Misfits, from the jaws of defeat, they clasp a glorious victory over G2. 10,000 gold behind. Let me say it again, because that's 10K that they were losing. And now G2 can only stand and watch. Broken Blade may look to do a little bit more. The second Nexus Tower will fall. Broken Blade going in. Undying Rage a possibility. Final chapter goes wide. TP though from Hear It as he's killed off Caps. And G2 have no defenses left. Misfits with the comeback of the flipping century as they take down G2.
Misfits, that was insane!